Welcome to day 3 solo in New York City. I kicked things off down in Battery Park, right at the tip of Manhattan, where the ferries leave to the Statue of Liberty. The company that runs the crossing is called Statue City Cruises, and honestly, I think it's the only way to go and get to the Statue of Liberty Island. But I got my ticket with the New York Explorer Pass, which is pretty practical. The ride over there is short but magical, where the skyline slowly fading behind you and Lady Liberty getting closer and closer. On the island, you really get a sense of how massive the statue is. So here's the tip. There's three levels you can visit. The pedestal, the museum, which is included by default in the ticket you buy, and if you're lucky enough to score tickets early, the crown. I didn't go up to the pedestal nor the crown, but I did visit the Statue of Liberty Museum, which dives deep into the construction and symbolism. The original torch is there too. It's pretty impressive. From the island, the views back over lower Manhattan are just breathtaking. From there, the same ferry takes you to Ellis Island. Now, this place is powerful. It was once the main entry point for immigrants arriving in the US, and millions of people passed through these halls. Today, the museum is full of stories, records, and artifacts. Honestly, there's so much to read and see that you could spend a whole day here. I couldn't do it all, so if you know a good documentary about Ellis Island, drop it in the comments. I'd love to watch it later. Back on the ferry, back to Manhattan, and the first stop was the famous Charging Bull. But it was packed with tourists. And no, I didn't queue to touch his, well, you know what. From there, I strolled along Wall Street and made my way to Trinity Church. It really stood out with its Gothic architecture, surrounded by all these glass skyscrapers. Such a contrast, old and new New York colliding right there. I circled back to the World Trade Center area where there were many food courts everywhere, and that's where I tried empanadas, I think that's how it's called, for the very first time in my life. And wow, they were amazing, crispy outside, flavorful inside. Definitely a win. On the way back to the hotel to rest a bit, I had to make a stop at Eileen's Special Cheesecake. I grabbed the plain cheesecake, and let me tell you, hands down the best cheesecake I've ever had in my life. After a quick shower and change at the hotel, it was time for the highlight of the night. Heading to Broadway to see Wicked. The vocals, the sets, the special effects, everything was just magical. Goosebumps from start to finish. I definitely recommend it. And of course, after the show, I had to keep the American fast food tradition going, this time at Wendy's. I got the classic menu, and honestly, it was okay. The burger was a bit dry, I think, but still part of the experience. That's a wrap for day 3 solo in New York City. 15 kilometers walked, about